Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tater Trader again, coming in for another weekly review. Today's date, July 11, 2020, and I'm telling you, man, it doesn't matter how much you plan and you execute your plan. Because last week I failed to execute my plan. This week I was like, yeah, I got my plan, I'm gonna execute it. But it doesn't matter how much you plan, man. Shit can just go left, and you can wake up Friday morning and you're down big. So we're just gonna go over these three trades, these three stocks, and you guys can see what happened. But I'm telling you, it went left and it went left fast. All right, so this is a screenshot of Boeing because I wanted you guys to see exactly what I was looking at, what I was planning on. Right, so they had some news, and as I said already, Boeing has good news one day, bad news the other. But I was expecting this thing to run higher, so that's why I made the buy it right there. I expected to run higher, and I only bought 100 shares because I'm very fidgety with Boeing because it's really scary up here, but at the same time, I want to play the game, so I chose to play the game. So I bought in right here on this candle, as you can see. I bought in right there. And I was looking down, right, and I was like, I could sell the 187 and get $600. But as I said, Boeing is kind of scary, so I was like, and since give myself $4 of downside protection and give up $200 out of the $600 because I would have to give back $400 because I'm selling inside, right? So I'd only make $400 off this trade instead of 600, and sell the 182. The stock kind of dropped a little, so I only got filled for $8, right? Which is fine. So I was getting paid $400, right? Because I'm selling inside the strike, right? And let me tell you something, man. See me buying this day right up here, right? The next day it opened, so I've been watching this thing bouncing back off 80. That's why I have this red line. Every time it comes to 80, it usually dips a little and come back up, right? So, next day dip down, right? Day after came up, dip down, came back up. I'm fine, and here comes Thursday, we get a big dip. Mm, I'm still okay because I didn't have that much pain coming from another stock, right? And I wake up Friday morning, in at 4 when the pre-market open, and I'm getting ready for work and stuff, and I look and I'm like, it's down to 170 now, right? So it dropped all the way to 170, and it got bought back up, but I was out here dousing fires. So if you think that couldn't go wrong, you're dead wrong. Friday morning, I saw myself down so big that I was literally like, I thought it was bad ideas. So yeah, so let's just go over the beyond the trades real quick, the other ones. So as I said, it's BA trade, sold it for $8. Turn around buying it back Thursday. When it dropped Thursday, I bought it back for 95 cents. Just so if it had a rally, I wasn't stuck in it. Um, and net 694. I didn't want to hold the whole thing because I was trying to see if I could play something else. Then I turned around that same evening and I sold the one because remember this, I was selling the 182, right? So because I got 600 already, 700 already out of it, I just rolled my strike up and sell the 187. So if the stock comes up, I don't get taken away at 182. I get taken away at 187, and I'll be making $700 out of the trade instead of 400. So that's well managed, right? Because that was my goal, was to manage better. So sold it for $39, bought it back the next morning for $13, made $25. Did another scalp on it again. Just making $10, just padding my wallet. Um, you know, uh, in the middle of the day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put on this trade. Same 185, paying me $3, 22. Then the stock instantly dropped, and I was like, I'll just take this $30 because I knew it was coming back up because the market was down so much. So I knew the market was gonna bounce at some point. So that was basically the Boeing. So we go to Beyond Meat, right? So, oh, here's another one, man. I'm telling you, when it rains, man, it just pours. It just pours. All right, Beyond Meat. Here we go. Monday's the what? Monday's the 6th, right? So the 6th right here. So Monday, I buy this thing, right? It dipped down, coming back up off the dip. That's where I want to mess with it, right? That's where I like it. So and it been hanging around this 140 era for a long time. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy this. So I bought 200 shares, 141.79, and I sold the 142, paying me 1,000, as you guys saw already, right? And you can see it hanged around in this area for the whole time, and then it was all the way up here, and then Thursday we have that big sell-off, and you can see the drop on Thursday, right? And bounce right back up. I'm like, okay, here comes Friday, man. And as I said, Friday morning I was down big because you can see Friday morning all this stuff just slam all the way down. I'm down like a bunch of money on Beyond Meat, a bunch of money on Boeing, and Win is just tanking like how Win does, right? Win is in the gutter until we get some vaccine news. I came to that realism. So, what was funny was Evelyn before I could have gotten out this trade for $700, but that was not my plan. My plan was 900 plus. So I just said I'm not gonna deviate from my plan. I'm gonna take 900 plus, right? Because it was like 1,000, yeah, 1,043 is the option gain, and I would gain $60. So 1,080 is max, and I'm willing to take 900 early. That was my plan going into the trade. So I had that all written out, and I had to wait the next morning. I took it off for 970. This is my margin fees here, so it's actually $1,000, but because I'm trading stocks on margin, I put my $18 for my margin for the week in there. So it was actually $1,000, and I was like, I'll take it off. So then um, I look at my cost basis, and I was like, I'll sell the 139s, and then I was like, that's just a stupid idea. Selling the 139s for 600 and something dollars, that was stupid. So I took it right back off for a $20 loss, and then I turned around and I sold the 143s. Um, I sold two of those for um, 239, and then I turned around and took them off at 231 because I said I wanted to see if the stock was gonna come up more. And man, this thing would not break 136 it would not stay above 136. You can see it came up here, and I was like, we're gonna make a push, right? So that's when I took it off, saying we're gonna make a push. Nope, didn't push up. It just sold back down a little. So I just put on one contract and I left the other one open just in case we get a push on Monday. I can put on the other one. So I only have one contract on this. Um, and that is that for that. I sold two sets of contracts on Win below my strike, so really really careful with this. I am very quick to take them off if it starts looking stupid. So I sold three contracts, paying me $80 each, and I bought them back for 60. So I only made $60. I only made $60 total. Um, so that was that. The next set I sold was for 42, bought them back for 23, made another $56 off that. So all in all, this week we made 1856, 1859.48. Um, so that's what we have for this week. For the whole month, you can see we're at 27.96. These are my year-to-date major stocks that I'm playing. So these are the major four that I play. So you can see that's where all my money's coming from. A lot of it comes from Beyond Meat and Boeing, Win, and Roku. This is the monthly, so I know exactly what these stocks are. This actually needs to go. So I know what these stocks are paying me for the month, and this is my stock that I'm carrying. So I'm carrying Win now from June 18. So it's almost a month. Next week is gonna make it a month. I've made $1,700 off it, so I have made 1,700. I bought it at 91, and my actual cost basis is 80, 85. And that was one of the big things was I had to pull up my cost basis just so I could look at it, to be able to see where I'm at. Because if you don't know, you don't know, and you make rational decisions. Because on Boeing we got all the way down to 170, and really I was down 10 points, right? I was only down 10 points. So as much as I was showing that I was down, $1,600, I was just really down 10 points because we made 697, right? And the same thing for Beyond Meat, when it slammed down to 130, I was really only down 6 points because, I just collect this. So if it came back up, I could just sell out and break even and walk away, and with Win, you seen I bought in at 91.70, and I've collected 1,700 so far, so my actual cost on it is um, 85.76, and I've been down 20 points. So when I look at it, I was like, it's not that bad. It's just I'm looking at the numbers on the side, and I'm not looking at my true cost basis. So going back to this, so that's all I did this week. As I said, we beat our goal. Our goal is $700 a week. Um, $700 a week, $2,800 a month, and you can see I'm already at my monthly goal. So I'm happy with it, even though I'm down right now on multiple stocks. I'm fine with it. For the month, as I said, this is our monthly right here, and you can see for the year we're up 16,200, and we're just consistently just moving forward and just learning. For next week, as I said, I only sold one Beyond Meat contract for $230. I'm looking for the stock to pop up, and then I'll sell the other contracts. So we'll see if that happens. That's just a plan. BA, I sold the one contract paying me $300. So I'm reducing my cost basis more, so I'm down to 176, right? So again, we'll see how that goes. And as I said, these are on margin, so I already have my margin fees taken out when I look over here. When I won't do anything with Win over the weekend or whatever, because I'm just waiting until later. So maybe like Wednesday, Thursday, when I see how the stock is performing this week, then I'll sell maybe a lower strike. But that is my plan going into next week. And as much as how my account balance doesn't reflect truth, right? It doesn't reflect truth because you can see last week, this week is saying I'm down another 1,000, even though I made 18, even though I made 1,800 this week, right? Because I'm down on other stocks. So that is fine. I can deal with that. And you can see that I even had a worse week than that back here, right? And we bounced right back up. So I'm not that worried about that. It's just more of coming into next week, right? We have BYND is going up for earnings, and this earnings is going to be a killer because this is factoring all the stuff that they did during the lockdown. So we're gonna see a lot better premiums, coming in the next 2 weeks. So even if you can see right there, a 2 week contract. If I wrote a 2 week contract, it's paying me $1,300 per. So that is on the table of I can write. You know what I mean? I could write a look. If you look at my right now, I could be able to write something paying me $900 up there, but I'm just waiting. I'm just sitting on my shares and waiting, trying to see if we can get a pop up higher and be able to give them away for a lot. So next couple weeks are going to be interested. Uh, I'm gonna finish off the video here. Last thing is I am doing a lot of play around with my Interactive Broker account. I have a paper account with them. So I'm just paper trading, selling puts over there. Their margin is way cheaper. It's 1.5% compared to 6.6% I'm paying right now. That is kind of massive, especially when I start increasing my margin. Right now I have $30,000 on margin. If I go up to 100 and like 100,000, that is really gonna start hurting if I'm paying 6%. So I'm just selling some paper options in them, just keep playing around with it until I can get more comfortable with them, and then I'll switch. All right, that's it. Stay green, just have a plan, and sometimes your plan just goes left, man, and you gotta be able to pull yourself out of that hole. And that was my goal this week. I controlled it. I didn't just sell out and take a big loss. So we move forward, and thank you for joining the channel. And if you guys got questions, just let me know. Keep it respectful. Same with me. I'll do the same as you. And yeah, thanks, guys.